The reason we talk about gratefulness is because with gratefulness comes the ability to be able to look after more things. The more respectful you are, the more grateful you are, more responsibilities and more blessings comes your way. Therefore, it is important to understand how gratefulness works in our lives. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this video today. I have been writing a note to a close friend about gratefulness and why it is important to be grateful. And I thought I'd sit down and tell you guys exactly the same thing what I have told her. Maybe you guys can benefit from this as well. Why is gratefulness important? Because being grateful is exactly what that is. Being gratefulness itself. It's not just something we do, although it is expressed in our form as a limited activity, but what is being expressed is our true essence. Our true being is shining through our form, expressing an acknowledgement and with confidently stating that goodness is existing. Goodness is present in the present moment. So it is a form of emanation, a form of enlightening the world around us, stating that the essence which makes us all is the life energy which we are all connected to, and we are grateful for that. Now, the mistake some people tend to make with this understanding how this life energy is emanating is a simple one. And it is in a way understandable that people make the following mistake. Many imagine that gratefulness is a linear progression, meaning I am just stepping forward and I'm grateful for something, and life in other forms and life in general will acknowledge that I'm grateful and then will bless me in return, as if one would make a step forward and then life comes in and blesses more. One would make a step forward, being grateful, and then life steps in to blessing us more. Acknowledging our gratefulness and giving more things for us to be grateful for. Yes, what it might seem like a linear path forward towards to happiness, in reality, it is not only a linear path, but it is a radiation in all directions, as if you would be the sun and radiating everywhere the goodness when you are grateful. When your heart is full of gratefulness, you lose yourself in the gratefulness. You are not just a simple person being grateful for something. Instead, you yourself cease to be, and all there is gratefulness emanating out of your being, and all you know is the acknowledgement, the gratitude, the respect, which is shining through your being. The reason we talk about gratefulness is because with gratefulness comes the ability to be able to look after more things. Meaning, the more respectful you are, the more grateful you are, more responsibilities and more blessings comes your way. Therefore, it is important to understand how gratefulness works in our lives. Gratefulness is not just that you are grateful for something, God knows it, and God gives you something in return, and then you're grateful again, and God knows it, and God gives you something in return. Instead, it is important to understand that gratefulness is who you essentially are, what you are actually made out of. God doesn't just give something to you because you are separate from God, you see it? But instead understanding that you are one with life, There is no separation there. And therefore, that connectedness, that intimacy, that essence which we are all made out of is shining through your being, and it is helping you to radiate goodness and kindness your form would like to express for all the things it experiences in this world, due to the fact that there is this union present between you and life. Why is this important to know? Because if you perceive your being as someone who is just grateful in this moment, and then something else happens and grateful again, and something else happens and grateful again, then you perceive yourself as this little me who's walking on this straightforward path, expressing gratitude when it remembers to express gratitude, instead of seeing yourself as the essence of life, who is beauty, goodness, and truth, and shines all the time, and you have a persona through whom this emanating light shines through periodically. So instead of seeing yourself that you are essentially gratefulness and goodness itself, which shines through your persona, if you are not seeing this, then you might find that there is a struggle to be grateful for things, that there is a need to look for things you can be grateful for when you hear that it is a good thing to be grateful for things. Does that make sense? So instead of forcing yourself to be grateful for and think, I now have to look for things to be grateful for in my life, just stay present and recognize that you can be grateful for the interconnected oneness you already share with life, that essence which is flowing through you, and then you can emanate goodness, kindness, sweetness, respect, and full-hearted gratitude through your being as you walk in your day-to-day life, and as you would love to be grateful for things when you encounter them. So there is no force for you to be anything other than who you are, and no force for you to think that unless I'm grateful for things, I will not receive more things in return. If you understand that your limitless self is already the source of gratefulness, then you can see that it is no need for life to give you something, make you into something, so then you can be grateful. Meaning life doesn't need to give you all these pluses to say, oh, I gave you this and I gave you that, and now you have to be grateful for things. No. Instead, you could say, I already am linked with life, and through me, through my persona, through my personality, life is radiating all of this goodness, including the ability to be able to appreciate things, able to be grateful for things, and that is how I recognize all these wonderful forms life have created in this world, and that is how I enjoy being grateful, because essentially I am made out of life. Essentially, that life energy which helps me to be grateful for things is already part of my being. I hope this video is useful to you, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.